Hi, my name is Josh Lugo. I'm here with Universal Nissan, and I just want to give you a small tour of the brand new 2019 Nissan Altima. Now, the first thing you're going to notice real quick with its design, it's the fascia in the front. It has been completely redone. This actually has a lot of cues of the Maxima, so it gives a lot of people not only the Maxima look, but also a good affordability. Now, I want to show you some safety features that this vehicle has. This is, of course, the SV trim. It's going to have a lot of safety features, and I'll go over that with you. Now, this motor is actually a 2.5 four-cylinder engine. This is going to be basically the same motor as its previous model, with about 10 more horsepower added. Now, one of the safety features I want to talk about is going to be right here, the breakaway engine mount. That is an apparatus, basically, if you get into any frontal collision impact, that is going to be bad. This is actually going to drop the engine down versus going into the cabin, which can keep you and your family safe. Another thing I want to talk about is the crumple zone design of the vehicle in the front engine bay. That is meant to absorb any collision impact from the front, and it's meant to fold the rest of the engine bay and its components in like an accordion. One other thing that I didn't want to mention right here is right here. This logo is not only stylish and it looks amazing, but it's actually what we call the front collision warning system, alongside the Pro Pilot suite, which I will actually cover in a few minutes. Now, what that does is basically it calculates the distance of any vehicle in front of you between 200 to about 150 and 100 feet. And it makes sure that not only you come to a complete stop, but you can actually make it so that way at certain speeds it's actually going to adjust so that way you don't hit the car in front of you, thus keeping you and your family safe. Now, one thing I did want to mention, these are not only beautiful in design, but this is actually polycarbonated, very durable material. What this does is not only keep it nice and crisp, because it's well insulated, but just imagine if you go into I-4, for example, and you have a rock that comes flying right at your headlights, it's actually going to bounce right off. It's not going to shatter all over the place. Now, if you follow me to the right side of the vehicle, we have something that's unique to Nissan called the Easy Fill in Tire System, which is basically, instead of paying attention to your dashboard to be able to fill up your tires, all you have to do is put the hose in right here. As soon as you start filling up the tire, the car from the outside is going to let you know with one honk that you reach the correct tire pressure, and 3 times when you overflow with too much air, thus giving you a signal so that way you don't have to pay attention to the inside or the machine of the car. Now, if you follow me, one of the best things with Nissan that we've made compared to our competitors is called our gravity style seating, which you can see right here. It's very comfortable for long distance driving, and it's good for people with back problems. So once you get inside the cabin, the first thing you'll notice is how similar to the Maxima this vehicle is. One of the new things with the SV trim, it's going to be what we call the Pro Pilot Assist. Now, not only do you have a digital display of mostly everything that goes on with the vehicle, but you have what's called the Safety Shield, which is the front collision warning system, your blind spot monitors, as well as your lane control and intelligent cruise control. As you're driving this vehicle, one of the best things to do, and one of the nicest things that I've seen in most cars, is all you have to do is hit this button right here, which is the intelligent cruise control, which activates the Pro Pilot system. Hit the set button. Not only will it detect the vehicle directly in front of you, but as long as you are in a road with lane markers, it'll read the lane markers and it'll actually autocorrect itself. So all you have to do is hang on to the steering wheel, look directly forward, and enjoy your ride for long distance driving. Now, this screen right here is brand new to the 2019 model. It's actually going to be our new cue for most of our Nissan line. This is actually a touchscreen right here with available Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So anytime that you want to connect to any of your devices and enjoy your music in your personal settings, all you have to do is connect to either the USB cords, which we have 2 actually now available, and just enjoy your ride. Now, this one also has the auto hold brake system. So if you're going to stop and go traffic and you press this button right here, so long as you have it pressed, anytime that you park or just brake completely, the vehicle is going to completely stop by itself, so you don't have to keep your foot onto the brake. So that way, whenever you stop and go, all you have to do is hit the accelerator, hit the brake, and then just let it go completely, and the car is going to stay nice and still. Now, going to the rear of the vehicle. Newer to the 2019 is called our rear door alert. So just in case you have anybody or anything that's going to come from this side of the car and is trying to get in and they're about to hit it once they open the door, it's actually going to alert you from your dash screen, so that way you know what's going on, so that way you don't break your beautiful doors. Now, another thing is we have the 2 USB ports that we have in the front. We also have it located in the back. And then my personal favorite touch that they did with the Altima was add bucket style seating just like the Maxima, apologies, but in the rear. Gives you a nice sporty look, as well as a really good headroom and legroom for the back, and comfort as well. Now, if you pay attention to this part right here, which is actually one of my favorite things with its design, it mimics literally the Maxima roofless top. It literally looks like the roof is suspended in the air if you look at this accent right here as well. The taillights have actually completely changed, but one thing that I want to talk about is one of the most helpful things besides the backup camera that we made with the SV model. Once again, this vehicle is for safety. You can look at the SR trim if you want to go sporty, SLs and Platinums if you want something a little bit luxurious. But the SV gives you what we call emergency braking whenever you go to rear park the car. So the way that works is not only is it going to be a sensor that lets you know what's behind you as well as the camera, but if I were to stand right behind the vehicle and just wave at you and you're not paying attention to anything, once you get to a close enough proximity, the brakes are actually going to go ahead and lock themselves up, so that way you don't hit, whether it's a small child, an animal, or your salesman. It'll make sure to stop the vehicle so that way you don't make any contact, thus keeping not only yourself but anybody around you safe as well. I hope you enjoyed this video of the brand new Altima, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a good one.